All right, we've done our pre-trip already. Let's get this thing fired up and get ready to ride. Good and warm out. I think it says 103. A brisk 103, they said. Oh gosh. Right. Get this air conditioning going immediately. Got our headset over here, all charged up for the day. Safety first, folks. Get a Bluetooth headset. Do not drive around holding onto your cell phone. Number one, I think it's illegal pretty much anywhere these days, but number two, you got so much going on in here, you don't need to be holding onto a cell phone. Okay. Got our GPS going. Yep, we agree. We are not hauling a hazardous trailer, so this one will work, 80,000 pounds. If I was hauling hazmat, I'd do that one that I've kind of built into the system here. So non-hazmat. Right now we'll just view the map. We'll plug it into our phone later because oil loads go into the middle of nowhere and it's tough to give an address to that map because honestly we never have an address. We have an intersection somewhere that we have to go. CB fired up. Get our logbook going. We'll get that started here. Going on duty. And I believe we're getting trailer 3047. We'll check our dispatch real quick. This will update because we don't have two loads assigned. There we go. 3047, that's what we're after. Okay, mileage today, 906, 936. The pre-trip inspection is what we're going to be doing. And then we'll mark it safe to drive or unsafe and add any defects once we get over to the trailer. We're not going to finish that up, obviously, until we get to the trailer. And that's that for that. So we're building air. And we're getting ready to drive over and check out our trailer. So we're just gonna idle it over pretty much. We're still building temperature in the engine. All of our other gauges, we're building air. Of course, we're not gonna have any heat in the transmission or the axles at this point. Our oil pressure is looking good. So we are good to go to get over there. Our amps are looking good. We're charging batteries. Our volts are looking good, so our battery is being charged. All right, half a tank of DEF and just above half a tank of fuel. We'll get fuel in Enid at the Loves probably on our way out of there because I don't know where this is exactly going, but there's a truck stop on the west side of Enid at Loves and we'll get fuel there. Got our air conditioner going. Let's release these brakes. We're going to drop our air just so we can make sure we clear our trailer that's behind us that we've let go. And then raise it back up. Off we go. So today's load ought to be similar to yesterday, pretty easy. Just drag an oil trailer up, let them pull from it, and then off we go. I didn't see anything in the paperwork that says that this is a pump load, so should be just show up and the distributor will take its pulls from us. We'll get over here and get it hooked up to the trailer. Do a full walk around, check the tires, all that good stuff. Call him back. That's our good buddy Aaron calling. We'll call him back once we get hooked up and get riding. That's what you do on the road. You spend a lot of time listening to the radio or talking to each other, you know. It's passes the time. So anybody that's considering going over the road, make sure you get yourself a good headset, because you're going to use it a lot. We're looking for 3047. I come in here super easy. Just kind of idle in. Again, we don't want to be stirring up all that dust. You know how it goes. Yesterday, I was gonna grab this trailer, but it wasn't here. So somebody either had it or it's not here at all, and it went to the shop or something like that. So it's kind of to be determined still. Presumably somebody was delivering a load with it and brought it back. We're about to find out. That's a gasoline trailer, ethanol, and then of course that's not it. We're looking for 3047. That's 23, 25, 62, 3047. There she is. All right, looking pretty and stuff. All right, next to this bottle, we'll be able to snag that no problem. Battery died, of course. Let's finish doing this walk around. Got our tail lights working, our brake lights working rather. It's a good time to check that one, and it is. So we still got tail lights and got turn signals as well. Tail lights and turn signals. Marker light there is working. Make sure that's sealed. Good to go. Check these. Good to go. We're gonna shoot some air to it, raise it up. Okay, it's good that that's at least sealed. Marker light and a turn signal. We saw it blinking. Temperature's all right. It's brake lights. We should get turn signals here. There we go. Good to go. 3047, ready to ride. Let's get over there and get this thing loaded up. Just double checking one more time, make sure everything's good. Okay. Shoot some air to it. Now that we know everything is good, everything is safe to drive, go next, certify and submit. We're going to wipe out that shipping ID because it's gone now. And we'll have a new bill of lading here in just a moment. And we've got 15 hours left on our total clock, 13 hours and 43 minutes left for today, with 11 hours of driving because we had to drive. It counted that as driving, obviously, to go from that one yard to this one. So put that back on trip information. She's airing up. Again, our gauges dropped all the way down from about 130, 140 because we shot the air to the trailer. The compressor's on. Building air. We got an 11:30 load time. It's 11:15 and we've got to go, what, 50 feet? So let's get this thing moving. Oh, easy. All right. That's a tight turn over there, so we're not going to go here and then come around. We're actually going to keep it tight and then come back out this way, so we can get near this fence. off, so we've built our air. Let's grab one more gear just so we can kind of get this thing moving. So they pretty much leave all the bottles on this end, but there's so many here right now that they're out of room, you know, so they're having to park them down on the line. You try to keep that area for the oil trailers, but I mean, again, there's so much oil happening right now because the temperature's so hot so late in the season that they're continuing to do roads. So we've got trailers just kind of stacked, you know. All the bottles over here, some of them are red label for propane and butane, some of them green label for anhydrous ammonia. Easing on through here. Be on that scale here in just a minute. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to go home for a break. We are now on dispatch for emergency exempt customer propane. I've got 3 loads to do. It's Wednesday. I'll still be home by Thursday, which will give me my wonderful long 3-day weekend. So no harm, no foul, but we're not going home tonight like we thought we originally were going to do and then haul oil tomorrow. They got all the oil loads taken care of. In fact, there were so many that one old boy had to send 2 loads back. So that's that. That's trucking. We've hitched up to our bottle. And we're headed north to Coffeyville. So we're gonna go get 3 loads out of there. We'll get 1 tonight, goes down to Muskogee. We got 1 tomorrow that goes to Ketchum, Oklahoma, and another one that goes to Oologah, Oklahoma. So 3 loads in 2 days. We'll do 1 tonight, like I said, and 2 tomorrow, and then we'll be able to head on to the house. So anyway, not too concerned. Spoke with the wife. She's on board. It's all good. So the only thing I'm really missing out on is being able to stay at the house tonight. That's it. That's the only thing that actually changed. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm an over-the-road truck driver. You got to sleep in the truck. That's how it goes. It's been a great day overall. Load going north or west out to Enid. It was a decent load. Went off without a hitch. And there's my wife calling. She must have remembered what she needed. Talking daycares. That's life. Well, we're climbing onto 169 right now. Headed north to Coffeyville. Yeah, today's load was a good load. Got it off without a hitch. Called dispatch. And they said, we don't have any more oil loads. We got those covered. It's like, oh. I'm thinking in my head, he's going to tell me just go on to the house. Okay. You know, we had our agreement on the days that I had off. And then he said, well, let's get a couple loads of propane. And that's all right. We'll do it. No problem at all. Oil is one of those things that you know, you never know what kind of situation you're going to get your truck into, and they all pay well, so it's not about the money. It's more so about, you know, getting your truck in a bind. These propane tanks, you know, we've delivered to hundreds, thousands of times, so no concern there. No concern with the refineries, etc. to load. It's just more about, you know, getting in there, getting it unloaded. Hopefully there's room in the tanks when you unload. Whereas oil, you know, you're hoping that they got you in a spot where you're not going to get oil thrown all over your truck and you're not going to get stuck, and it's just, it can be a thing. It's not always a thing, but it can be a thing. But I have a philosophy, and it's, you know, whatever they need to haul, I'll haul it. You know, whatever it is. It all pays well, and I have a job to do. You know, that's what they tasked me to do. They give me a truck, it's a nice truck, give me a trailer, nice equipment, etc. They ask you to haul something, you haul it. You know, if you got the hours, you haul it. If you don't, it's under exemption, doesn't matter, haul it anyway. So we've still got plenty of time. At this point, we're now rolling days. What that means, explained it in the past, but on your 8th day, you start recouping hours, and so we're on day 11. We're just recouping hours that we burned 8 days ago. And so every day you get more hours, and as long as you don't run yourself out of hours, technically you can work forever. But of course, we take time off to see our families and whatnot, so we're not gonna work forever per se, but we get to keep riding. Here's a Wasso. They're finally expanding the highway, it looks like, up here to make it 3 lanes in each direction. It is about time. It's needed it for so long. Looks like they're finally doing it. Bird Creek back there was the issue as to why they didn't widen it for a long time, but those bridges are finally widened and paid for, and so now they can expand this thing all the way up through here to at least get to the north side of Owasso. It's just growing leaps and bounds, and like I said, it's been a traffic nightmare for years, but it looks like they're getting that sorted out. It's looking like right now our final destination, Muskogee, is 10:45, but we still haven't loaded yet, so truth be told, that's gonna be closer to like 11:30 tonight. It takes about an hour and 15 minutes to unload, so 12:30, 12:45, and then there's a couple of places nearby there that we'll look at to shut down, so should be able to get bed down 1:30, something like that. We'll be good until then anyway. If I still feel spry, we might even come back in towards Tulsa and maybe even park back at the port. You know, it's a perfect safe haven there. You can get in and out, you're completely protected with security, and you don't have to worry about people running into your truck in there. You know, it's quiet after hours. So anyway, we'll just keep heading north here and get this thing loaded up and continue on with the evening. We might try to get some footage of this unload. I don't know. It's gonna be late. I'm gonna be pretty tired. So we'll go ahead and just wrap this one for now. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you choosing to watch the video, stick it through the whole thing. Please don't forget to like the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so as well. It doesn't cost you a dime for either one. It really helps the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Ask any questions if you got them, leave a comment if you want. Otherwise, keep it between the mayonnaise and the mustard. Take care.